Welcome to episode 12 of the Gaming Roundtable. I'm your host, Newton13. With me today, as always, is Ryjan, and today we have a very special episode of the Roundtable. What you see right next to me, in fact, is just about every single version of Doom that's ever been produced as far as Doom 1 goes. This is the game we're reviewing, but since there's so many different versions, we really want to make sure that you, the Roundtable viewer, get the right one. Now, before you call me on it, Doom 64 is a different version altogether. So we're not reviewing that in this episode, just so you know. It's still going to be in the shot. But we will tell you what the best version of the original Doom to get is. Enjoy the show.
But there were sounds and times begins, but on this battlefield no one wins.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Okay, guess who's back? Log in, interface, right again. Now everyone get onto the dance pads, on the dance pads, DDR pads. Now everyone just move to the dance pads. Alright, stop. Slow down. Here all you gamers, all new crap. Blizzard's back, feel crap.
Oh, shit.
Now Blizzard's got some new gameplay they chose. What else could they possibly do themselves over to them and everything but MMO? That's not to say it's plastic. It's not like Echelon.
Good game, good game.
Sends you off with fantasy magic. You get so into it, you lose your track of Earth time. Hop in, make a little guide. Log in, start your lesson, just fly. Then it's Blizzard active quest.
What you got in there?
Oh, in here?
No buttons in the care, not camping. Give a little loop, loop, it's okay. Just don't get hit. Now we're gonna play some games, go insane. I bought everything.
Doom.
God Division, Half-Life 2, Warcraft.
Come on, bud, let's play.
Now play. Just
Yeah, let's play. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
the best expanding game. Thanks Sony. Now I'm lonely. Left my homies to play you before.
Rajan. What did you think of the graphics?
The graphics for Doom, it's actually, not all of them were great, but to really point out the exceptional ones, right, I'm talking about frame rate, how smooth the graphics were, what the models look like, animations, everything like that. Of course, PC version's king. The PlayStation version is actually extremely well done. Great looking, great animations, great frame rate. And of course, I know it's a different version. Doom 64 is also exceptional, and the Super Nintendo version. The ones that are lacking a little bit, Saturn version looks great, but the frame rate is horrible. It's laggy, it moves slow, it's just pretty bad. 32X, great looking, except grainy. It's like I'm looking at a really low resolution JPEG in like Microsoft Paint or something like that. Other than that, Jaguar and Game Boy Advance, great graphics, really smooth and well done for a little bit of lower power machines. But what's your take on it?
Origin, the graphics for Doom. In general, again, it's going to be dependent on the version. As far as the look of the graphics, no surprise here, the PC definitely takes the cake. The Saturn has some of the best looking graphics, as well as the Jaguar and Game Boy Advance, and of course Nintendo 64 and 32X version respectively. But where these games really differ is how smoothly they run, and as you had mentioned before, the Saturn version runs like crap. I mean, the frame rate looks horrible, and honestly, I don't know why they would want higher res graphics if it risks it running that badly. The PlayStation version is very smooth, although the graphics are kind of meh. I mean, some of the like sequences, or excuse me, some of the sectors in the level are color coded. I mean, I guess they did that to make it easier. I'm not 100% sure why, but it makes it look a little strange in comparison to like the PC version. But overall, I would say if you're looking for the best looking graphics, go for PC. If you're looking for the best looking graphics on a console, go for the PlayStation version because that runs the most smoothly. As far as the sound goes, Rajan, what did you think of Doom?
As far as sound goes, I don't know why they would decide to change the iconic Doom music for some versions, but of course the versions that stay the same, stay true to the original, of course, came PC. Super Nintendo, 32X has the original music, but it sounds really bad. Like, it sounds kind of warped, jarbled. I don't know what they did on the soundboard for the 32X, but it's just really messed up. Jaguar, the Sega Saturn version has no music at all. I don't know why they would do that. As far as different music, PlayStation and the Game Boy Advance version, of course the 64 version have all the different music. Still done well, but I would still rather they kept the original music. So for as far as which one has best music, of course, but since it's basically the same, I'd have to go with Super Nintendo and PC version. And what's your take on the sound?
The sound of Doom. You know, you really can't go wrong with the iconic soundtrack that was originally brought out in the PC version. And overall, I really like that version soundtrack. But with that in mind, I'm going to have to vote for the Super Nintendo version on the best sound because they did like a revamping of it where it sounds even better. I'm not sure if it's this superior soundboard on the Super Nintendo or whatever you want to call it, but the sound is great. The only thing that you have to do with the Super Nintendo version is just close your eyes and pretend you're playing a much better looking version of Doom. As far as the other versions go, the 32X version sounds terrible. The Jaguar version has no sound. Saturn and PlayStation have a similar, albeit different soundtrack than the PC and Super Nintendo, and the Game Boy version also has a different soundtrack. If you only have to pick one, sound-wise, I give my vote to the Super Nintendo version.